In this video, I'm comparing the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro versus the DJI Osmo Nano side by side. Same exact settings, exactly the same. I won't put any different settings on the cameras. Now, for example, this is the super night mode, wide field of view, 4K 25 frames per second, rock steady, auto white balance, auto exposure. Let us start this video. Hello there, I hope you are all good. I'm Photorabs, a portrait photographer based in France, and I like creating content about action cams, vlogging kits, and anything related to this world actually. So if you are interested, I highly appreciate if you go subscribe to my channel. That's a massive help. And by the way, I created another channel in French to cover the same kind of topics in a different way. So if you are a French speaker, you can go subscribe to that channel. That's a massive help for me as well. And on this channel I have also the member zone where you can ask all your questions about the gears that I showcase on my channel, and I will make dedicated videos to answer your questions, and that's also a massive help for me. And of course I have my affiliate links that you can find down below. With these affiliate links you don't pay extra money, but you're just supporting my channel once again. Anyway, I have few things to share with you in this video, and I wanted to make it like somehow a blind test between the Action 5 Pro and the DJI Nano, and by the end of the video I will reveal the result. Once again, I'm shooting with the exact same settings on both cameras. I'm enjoying one more than the other. I will talk about that by the end of the video as well. But these two cameras on papers are so similar, except of some few things like the exchangeable batteries, like I don't know, some other stuff that you can find that you cannot find on the DJI Nano because it's a small camera. But the basic things like the sensor size, the video resolution are exactly the same. So I'm here in the park. I'm having a walk just after lunch, and I found that on my laptop I can edit the footage of these cameras. I tried that and it works. I tried to throw some footage from my Sony cameras and Fuji cameras, and the laptop struggled a lot. So this is not something nice, and well, it was like freezing in all directions, the computer. So by that I want to explain something concerning the giveaway that I'm hosting on my channel. Actually, I want to record my talking headshots in the studio, and I want to make some like the draw on my computer, on my desk computer at home, because I have my file there, and yeah, it's more comfortable for me to work on it. So for this reason, and because my computer is not turning on, I'm just delaying the result for a few days. Today I tried to reach out to Amazon and they told me you can send it back, no problems at all, and you can order another one. So I'm checking with a guy that I know that he's very good in all the computer stuff, to know his opinion about this. Maybe it's not the power supply, so he asked me to bring him my computer tomorrow so he can check it out. and he will tell me after that what does he think about this, and if we can just change the power supply and it will work again. Because nonetheless I have a big power supply, because I have a big graphic card on that computer and I want to record the screen and this stuff. So yeah, anyway, the giveaway result will arrive very soon. So the giveaway result will arrive very soon. I hope during this week. If not, I'll try to make that by the beginning of next week, because during this weekend I have the Paris Photo Fair. I'll be there for 3-4 days, so it's gonna be complicated for me to be able to record that video for this weekend. I hope I can do that before, but if not, I'm really sorry. All my apologies to all of you. That's gonna be whether within few days from now or by next week. And once again, I'm really sorry for that. I wish my computer was working, because even if I can edit the footage of these tiny cameras on my laptop, but yeah, it's taking too much time. I remember when I changed my graphic card on my computer, on my desk computer, I used to render, let's say, a 10-minute footage of these action cams before that in like maybe 10 to 15 minutes. But with the new graphic card, I can do that with less than a minute of rendering, which is insane. And getting back to the old habits of a slow graphic card, slow computer is not something cool. I don't know if you've been through that, but it's really not cool at all. And for those who were like talking and commenting on the video, asking to release that result, and they thought that my computer was working, and otherwise they will like report me to YouTube. Well, you can do whatever you want. I'm trying to be as honest as possible, and things can happen whether you accept it or not. Things can happen and will always happen. Whatever is your thoughts are your thoughts, and whatever are your opinion about that. And I've checked some of your old comments on my channel. They were never good comments, and I will see what I'll do. But probably, I don't know if you participated or not, but if you participated, I can tell you that your participation is out from the competition, because it's not a nice thing to write what you wrote. And it's not because it's annoying, but probably people should learn a lesson to be good with others. You can be critical, but you have to stay human at the end. I don't know. What do you think, guys, about this? Maybe I'm wrong about it. Let me know your thoughts about that in the comment section box. And the second topic that I would like to talk about is regarding my video that I posted yesterday about my thoughts on the DJI Nano and Insta360 Go Ultra. Actually, concerning mainly the overheat test. I didn't do that overheat test in 4K 60 or similar resolutions for many reasons. The first one is that personally I use these cameras mainly to vlog. Almost 95% of the time in 4K 25 frames per second. So the camera, as I always say, I do the tests that I think are the best, or I think are representative for my type of use. If you'd like to get more tests, I can do that, of course, but that's not gonna be like an immediate test, because of course I test these cameras and the way that I use these cameras. So if you want, you can go join that member area and ask your questions, and in this condition I can of course provide you the footage that you want and the test that you want. But otherwise, I don't feel any necessity to stress the cameras in 4K 60 or more for a long period of time. Still, I used it in my studio. The temperature was 19 degrees and no airflow around, and these cameras performed really well. But if I would like to get it in 4K 60, when I shoot in 4K 60 or even higher resolution or higher frame rate, normally I shoot for a very short time. The only test that I didn't do is the camera on its own without the pod. And yeah, you might think that I am biased because I didn't do that test. But personally, I don't use the cameras without the pods. I need the screen to be able to monitor what's going on. I don't do lots of extreme sports, and so I always have the screen with me. And this is why I didn't do that test with the cameras standalone without the pods. But once again, I can do that. I can run the test. I can use the thermal imaging system that I have to get accurate results. No issues at all. I can do that. But once again, it does not reflect the way that I use the camera for. Okay, and whenever I use it on my pendant, on my magnet pendant, once again, it's for a short amount of time. The camera will not have time to overheat, and I'll be walking, there will be airflow around, so the conditions are not similar. Personally, I hate those results made in labs where you cannot reproduce them at all in your kind of use. I don't know, let me know what do you think about this subject, about this topic, because having the camera just stressing it out till it overheats, it's not something nice. Not for you because you bought the camera, and not for the electronics because you don't know at which time the electronics will stop working because they were stressed. And with these temperatures here, we have like 12 degrees now. So at 12 degrees outside walking, and even if you are using your camera for a longer period of time with higher frame rates, I'm quite sure you will not encounter any overheat at all. The battery will drop faster with the cold temperatures, but this is what you can get, you will not have that overheat thing. And the third point that I would like to talk about in this video before revealing which camera is which, actually concerning the DJI Action 6. I made a video before saying that it is in the second half of October, and I made after that a video on the French channel saying that I'm quite sure it's by the end of October, because I got an email from a brand that usually makes lots of gears, lots of accessories for the action cameras from DJI, and they told me that they want to collaborate, they want to send me some new products that are designed for the Action 6, and that they need me to release the videos before November 10. So November 10 they want the video to be released, so that means that the camera will be shipped to the public before that. And in another way of thinking, they told me that they released new products specially designed for the Action 6, and that means a lot. First, the camera, the Action 6, is coming by the end of October, probably by the end of October according to my initial source, and from this email they want the video to be released by November 10. That means that the camera might be delayed a few days, or they want the camera to be shipped out before the people start buying the accessories. Okay, so we have these dates, the first date that I got was by the end of October, and then before November 10. So which is in the same range, I can say. The second thing is that products newly designed for the Action 6, specially designed for the Action 6. That means that even if we still have the same magnetic quick release mount, but the camera will not have the same form factor, the same layout, the same design, the same size, dimensions. And that brings me to another point. Do we have now a bigger sensor on the Action 6? Will the sensor be a 1-inch sensor? When we check the leaked images of the Action 6, we have no information at all about that, and no information at all, let's turn from here, no information at all about the lens, the aperture, the field of view, and this stuff. It does not look like the other or the previous models from DJI. So I think if we just mix these elements together, I'm quite sure that the sensor of the Action 6 is bigger than 1/1.3 inches. Not quite sure that it's gonna be a 1 inch, but I hope so. But I have doubts on that, because if they have a 1-inch sensor, it could be a 1-inch sensor because they released the Nano 1/1.3 inch. They will keep the Nano for a month or a little bit more in the market to get sales before releasing the 1-inch and killing the other cameras. But at the same time, if it's a 1-inch sensor, that means that the sales for the Osmo Pocket 3 will drop because it is not waterproof and this stuff. So what do you think about that? I'm really confused. I wish it will be a 1-inch sensor, but at the same time, I'm a bit confused about that because of the focus distance that we will get with the 1-inch sensor and the field of view and this stuff in an action camera. So on this point, I will end this video. I'll get back to my office, and just after my daily time job, I will edit this footage on my laptop quickly. There's not much to do, and then I'll drop them, so you will have a fair comparison between the camera A, which is the Action 5 Pro, and the camera B, which is the DJI Nano. By the way, to be honest, I prefer the DJI Nano over the Action 5 Pro, just because the screen is bigger and I use the camera once again for vlogs, and I need to see myself on the camera. So the front screen on the Action 5 is too small, and you have like way easier way to frame your shots with the DJI Nano. This is my own opinion. What do you think about it? So camera A, Action 5 Pro, camera B, DJI Nano. Thank you for watching. Ciao for now.